Welcome, everyone, to Charlotte and the Duke's Mayo Classic. A lot of buzz and buildup as we kick off another college football season here today. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Pass complete. It's second down now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll run it from the gun. Finding space at the 20. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Looking to throw it on first down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
1st and goal, handoff. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Goes to his right side there for the completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The completion makes it second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Tight end makes the grab. Good enough for first down yardage. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Looking to throw yet again. There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver, what I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. He's going for a big play downfield. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the left side. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup you want to exploit, take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker.
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. That sack sets up a second down and very long.
Just a great job here by this linebacker to be able to come up with that sack there on the blitz. A big play for this defense. And, man, Chris, you think about the linebacker play at the University of Miami over the years, it starts with Ray Lewis, and it could end with it, to be honest. But the list just keeps going. Michael Barrow, Jonathan Vilma, and Dan Morgan. You can go on and on and on, and this guy right now is trying to live up to that standard.
So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot. Third and very long. The pass rush closing in. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. The punt team making their way on the field. And a low line drive. Ugly punt. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Nice throw, caught for a completion. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The completion sets up a second down play. And here's the handoff. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And then first down, right back to the running game. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield to the 42. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's a risky pass. He gets away with it. Almost the second interception for this defense today.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Receiver makes the catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Makes a quick catch. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. LSU has moved into the red zone. Looking to throw again. Who makes the grab? Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Kurt, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out and showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And that catch is hauled in. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. New set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Trying to build on a positive first half for this offense. Let's see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Ball handed off. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And looking to throw now on first down. That ball snagged for a completion. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he's got it. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him, but it's a first down. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff, one 1st and goal. And test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They'd love to produce some points and build this lead, but also work on the clock here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quick throw to his receiver. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. And he's got some open field ahead. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
I can appreciate the aggressive approach by this offense, but it backfires on him, and now you give the opponent a chance to really cut into the lead and come right back and have a chance to win this game.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Catch made across the middle by the running back.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game.
He's looking deep here. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
Pressure is coming. He's going to pull it down and run. Finding a bit of space. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. I mean, he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
LSU is now operating in the red zone. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got some room. Can he get there? Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Suddenly, this is a 3-point game in the fourth quarter. Interesting to see how aggressive they get with play calling. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a big gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. First down, looking to throw the football. Looks to the left, pass caught. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. The tackle is made. But the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball in time.
1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
All right, here we go. This is really it. And the defense knows that if the offense is able to score here, it's essentially over. It's mano-a-mano at the line of scrimmage. Let's see which side can gain the most leverage.
Second down and goal. They go with a direct snap. And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Urgency here. Got to cut at this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Or it's snapped to the back. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
So a good W here. Their season is up and running. The goal was to be 1-0, but also, Kirk, we got a chance to see what this team is capable of when they play their best.
I completely agree with you, Chris. I was definitely impressed with this performance. We'll just have to see how far this team can really go.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.